I've been to some of the most dangerous places on Earth.
I am at the most inhospitable place on planet Earth. I'm here in downtown Baghdad.
If you travel to these destinations, you could very well meet your death.
Apparently right here, there was a murder last night.
Despite this, for those destinations that are open, hundreds of thousands of tourists still brave the odds and take their chances.
Blue flame. Blue flame.
This is 10 destinations that could actually kill you. Number 10, Madidi National Park, Bolivia. Danger level 2 out of 10. Madidi National Park, nestled in the Amazon forest of Bolivia, is a haven of biodiversity. It is home to numerous species of poisonous plants, parasites, and dangerous animals, including jaguars, venomous snakes, and insects that can cause severe reactions or diseases. The dense jungle and remote location add to the risks, but its stunning biodiversity and pristine environment continue to attract adventurous eco-tourists. Safety duration. Death could happen at any time. Potential cause of death. Poisonous plants, wildlife, and parasites. Number 9. Mount Nyiragonga, Democratic Republic of Congo. Danger level 2 out of 10. Mount Nyiragonga, located in the Democratic Republic of Congo, is one of the world's most active volcanoes, boasting a large and volatile lava lake. Its eruptions can be sudden and deadly. Nyiragonga is responsible for 40% of Africa's historical volcanic eruptions. Adding to the threat of the volcano, earthquakes commonly follow eruptions. Thousands of people have died at the hands of the volcano, from the lava itself and asphyxiation from carbon dioxide. Safety duration. Death could happen at any time. Potential cause of death. Death by lava, carbon dioxide, asphyxiation. Number 8. Chernobyl Exclusion Zone, Ukraine. Danger level 3 out of 10. The Chernobyl exclusion zone in Ukraine is infamous for the 1986 nuclear disaster. While radiation levels have decreased, they still pose a hazard. Visitors can take guided tours, but it's crucial to strictly adhere to safety protocols to minimize exposure to residual radiation. Recommended tours generally do not extend past one overnight stay at the single hotel located in Pripyat. It is estimated that people won't be able to live in Chernobyl for another 20,000 years. Safety duration, 1 to 2 nights. Potential cause of death, radiation poison. Number 7, Colima, Mexico. Danger level 4 out of 10. In 2023, Colima had the highest homicide rate in the world, with a rate of 140 per 100,000 inhabitants. Almost all homicides are related to local drug cartels and gang activity. However, locals and tourists could easily be caught in the crossfire. Adding to the ridiculously high homicide rate, foreigners have a history of becoming victims of kidnapping in Colima. Safety duration, death could happen at any time. Potential cause of death, murder. Number 6, the Danakil Depression, Ethiopia. Danger level 5 out of 10. The Danakil Depression is known for its extreme heat, toxic gases, and otherworldly landscapes. The Danakil Depression has the highest average temperature on Earth, and during summer, the temperatures can often spike to 50 degrees Celsius or 122 degrees Fahrenheit. A human could only survive in this temperature for roughly 8 to 12 hours without entering lethal heat stroke territory. Adding to the heat are the toxic gases present at Danakil, which if inhaled in large quantities could also prove fatal. Safety duration, hours, possibly a day. Potential cause of death, extreme heat and toxic gases. Number 5, Darien Gap, Panama, Colombia. Danger level 6 out of 10. The Darien Gap, a dense jungle between Panama and Colombia, is known for its challenging terrain, dangerous wildlife, and presence of armed groups. It's a 96-kilometer stretch of rainforest that's considered one of the most dangerous migration routes in the world. Many migrants pay to be led by local guides, or coyotes. Along the route are smugglers and criminal groups, including members of the Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia and the Gulf Clan, a paramilitary group and Colombia's largest drug cartel. These groups often extort and sexually assault migrants. Deep in the jungle, robbery, and human trafficking are as dangerous as wild animals, insects, and the absolute lack of safe drinking water. Safety duration. Death could happen at any time. Potential cause of death. Armed conflict and wildlife. Number 4, Snake Island, Brazil. Danger level 6 out of 10. Just off the coast of southern Brazil lies Snake Island, about 100 kilometers from Sao Paulo. Covering just 106 acres, this rocky island is home to between 2,000 and 4,000 highly venomous golden lancehead vipers, which can grow to just over 2 feet. The golden lancehead only exists on Snake Island, and it's critically endangered. The snakes were trapped there around 11,000 years ago, at the end of the last ice age, when rising sea levels cut them off from the mainland. The Brazilian Navy has forbidden visitors, except for authorized scientific expeditions. Golden lancehead venom is fast-acting and causes a range of horrifying symptoms, from kidney failure to internal bleeding and tissue death. A few brave inhabitants did live there in the early 1900s, tasked with running the lighthouse, but legend has it that the family was killed by snakes, and the lighthouse has since been automated. Safety duration. Death could happen at any time. Potential cause of death, snake bite. Number 3, Mount Everest, Nepal. Danger level 8 out of 10. The ultimate climb, Mount Everest is as dangerous as it is majestic. Earth's tallest mountain, standing at 8,848 meters, is one of the planet's most dangerous destinations. Even the most skilled mountaineer can succumb to the dangers of Everest. Climbers face death related to avalanches, falls, collapse, exposure, frostbite, or health problems related to conditions on the mountain. And bad luck can befall anyone who takes on the monumental feat of reaching the summit of Mount Everest and safely descend, living to tell the story. Many have tried, few have succeeded. Of the 7,200 climbers that have reached the summit of Mount Everest, 340 climbers have died. Safety duration could be lethal after 5,000 meters. Potential cause of death, extreme weather and altitude sickness. Number 2, North Sentinel Island, India. Danger level 9 out of 10. North Sentinel Island is one of the Andaman Islands, an Indian archipelago in the Bay of Bengal. It is home to the Sentinels, an indigenous tribe in voluntary isolation who have defended, often by force, their protected isolation from the outside world. The Sentinels have reportedly attacked approaching vessels. The islanders have been observed shooting arrows at boats, as well as low-flying helicopters. Such attacks have resulted in injury and death. In 2006, islanders killed 2 fishermen whose boat had drifted ashore. And in 2018, an American Christian missionary was killed after he illegally attempted to make contact with the islanders 3 separate times. The Indian government has forbid any attempt to contact the tribe and has formed a 9-kilometer no-go zone around North Sentinel Island. Safety duration. According to the Indian government, no closer than 9 kilometers. Death likely inside a radius of 500 meters. Potential cause of death, hostile inhabitants. Number 1, Dome, Antarctica. Danger level 10 out of 10. Dome, or Dome Argus, is the highest ice dome on the Antarctic Plateau, located 1,200 kilometers inland. It is thought to be the coldest naturally occurring place on Earth, with temperatures believed to reach minus 98 degrees Celsius or minus 144 degrees Fahrenheit. It is located near the center of East Antarctica, approximately midway between the enormous head of Lambert Glacier and the geographic South Pole. Death would come quickly if you were to tour Dome. A single breath would be incredibly painful and would likely freeze your throat and your lungs. Molecules would come to a near standstill. Likely, a human arriving at Dome would be dead within minutes, possibly living up to an hour before succumbing to the extreme cold. Safety duration, near instant fatality. Potential cause of death, extreme hypothermia, death within minutes or hours.